Welcome, my political friends of the interwebs. Well, this was the night of the first presidential debate between Barack Obama and Mitt Romney. Well, let's do a little analysis, shall we? First of all, I want to declare Mitt Romney to be the winner of this debate. No sense in pussyfooting around. In my opinion, Mitt Romney literally schooled Barack Obama on finance, the world of economics and business. Obama kept talking about creating jobs, teaching jobs, things like that. What he didn't realize was that he had a teacher right across from this teacher's name was Mitt Romney. Did you see the look on Obama's face as Mitt was explaining to him the ways of the world when it comes to business and taxes? And it literally illustrated to me that Obama has absolutely no clue about any of this. I mean, it is just completely over his head. You know, Obama's talking about creating teaching jobs. Listen, I got the impression that the only concept of jobs that Obama really gets is that of taxpayer-funded jobs. Whether it's school teachers, firefighters, community organizers, whatever the job may be, as long as it's funded by the taxpayer, then that's a job. And it's just amazing to me to listen to this guy talk about this, how he's going to create so many jobs, teaching jobs, all these jobs. Wait a minute. How about private sector jobs? Because that's where real growth comes from. If we learned nothing from the Soviet Union, if we've learned nothing from Cuba, we should learn that government doesn't create jobs. Shovel ready my ass. Come on. Okay. So anyway, I just can't help myself. I mean, Obama just has absolutely no clue about this. I'll tell you, they both talked about energy. Okay, but I will tell you that's another thing that Obama has absolutely no clue about. And I was glad that Mitt Romney put Obama in his place on the whole oil and gas thing. Because the truth of the matter is, yes, oil production's up. Yes, natural gas production is up. But it has nothing to do with Barack Obama. In fact, if anything, the federal government has been a hindrance. Huge hindrance to oil and gas. And I'm so sick and tired of people trying to say, well, the government doesn't have anything to do with world markets with oil. Listen, it's all supply and demand. The more supply that you can put onto the world market, okay, it will have a major impact in lowering the price of oil. I just filled up my gas tank 2 days ago. I literally 2 days ago. And it cost me $80. $80 to fill up my gas tank. Are you serious? And so Barack Obama is not allowing us to drill offshore. Barack Obama is not allowing us to drill in Anwar. I mean, listen, the fact that oil production is up has a lot more to do with the oil boom in North Dakota on private land. Okay, get that, private land, because private land doesn't need to have the federal government open it up. Okay, I mean, that's literally the way it works. And another thing, listen, Mitt Romney has, I got to tell you, I must have been smiling from ear to ear when I heard Mitt Romney say that he supported coal. And I like the fact that he mentioned that there are a lot of coal miners that, under the Obama administration's EPA policies, are out of work right now, literally out of work. And Obama is just clueless about that. I really actually wish that Mitt would have hammered him a little harder on the out of work coal miners, because he definitely deserves it, because it's literally his policies have put tens of thousands of miners and related people out of work, literally out of work, as a direct result. And if you follow my videos at all, you know this. So I was really happy to hear Mitt talk about how he liked coal. I love that personally. Obama should be absolutely ashamed of himself in regards to what his EPA has done to the coal industry. He should absolutely be ashamed of himself. And I've said this forever, Obama does not have an all-of-the-above energy policy at all. It's a joke. The fact that he even calls it an all-of-the-above energy policy is just an absolute joke. So, definitely, guys, that's a big slam. That's a big home run. Between energy and economics, I mean, seriously, Mitt Romney must feel like he's debating a child, because Obama has absolutely no clue as to how any of that stuff works at all. You know, one of the things I liked that Mitt Romney said, there's kind of a, he didn't use the words litmus test, but kind of a litmus test. It is, when it comes to government spending or government programs, you have to be able to answer this question. Is it worth borrowing money from China, okay, and saddling our future generations with the debt? Because if the answer to that question is no, then you've got to cut that program. Because understand this, we are borrowing a shit ton of money to float these programs, these government programs. And bottom line, I think, honestly, that's what it comes down to for me. I'm with Mitt on that 1,000%. And once again, Obama has absolutely no clue. One of the things I think that Mitt really slammed Obama good on this. You know, these Democrats, and Obama's still there, they love to talk big oil, and Obama actually used the words corporate welfare, and that makes me sick. It absolutely makes me sick. Because what goes on in the oil industry is not anything remotely close to welfare. I'll tell you what is welfare. Solyndra. Solyndra is corporate welfare. Solyndra is literally accepted a check from the United States Treasury on behalf of the United States people. Okay, we went into debt to give Solyndra $500 million. I'm only using Solyndra as one example, and there are many. Okay, and they basically fleeced the situation and then went belly up. That is not what goes on in the oil and gas industry. Okay, in the oil and gas industry, they are allowed to keep more of their money. Okay, they can write off and pay less taxes, but there is no such thing as the United States government writing a check to ExxonMobil. Do not be confused about that. When the Democrats harp about that, they are being disingenuous, and they're lying is what they're doing. They're absolutely lying and confusing the American people with this. Now, there's a big difference between accepting a check and being able to write things off so you don't have to pay more in taxes than you normally would. It's a huge difference. So I was happy to hear Mitt slam Obama on this whole thing, especially when he said under Obama's metrics, under Obama's formula for corporate welfare, he literally gave the green energy sector 50 years worth of, well, corporate welfare. I use Obama's words, corporate welfare. You know, it's just amazing to me. It just really is absolutely amazing to me. You know, and I really like, to be honest with you, and it was actually very interesting to hear Mitt Romney talk about the Dodd-Frank regulations, because I'll tell you what, you know, I don't think a lot of people really understand how incomplete those regulations are. You know, how are you supposed to give a mortgage to anybody when you may be on the hook, you know, criminally for this? You know, I mean, you can't do it. And it's really, the Dodd-Frank, although their intentions were good, it needs to be completed. It needs to be tweaked. And Obama has had 4 years to do that, and it's just not happened. The first 2 years of Obama's administration, the Democrats were in charge, and yet they didn't do that. So it was just interesting for me to watch Mitt Romney literally schooling Barack Obama. I mean, I just got the feeling like you had the headmaster up there explaining to the pupil, to the child, exactly how things were. You know, it's just amazing to me. I don't know how anybody in their right mind doesn't give this debate squarely to Mitt Romney. I mean, literally, I do not see how anybody in their right mind doesn't do that, because I got to be honest with you, I didn't see one serious point that Obama made tonight at all. I mean, Mitt Romney literally drew the first blood over the energy situation, and he didn't let up after that. You know, and he did it with style and class. That's the one thing I'll say about Mitt Romney. Say what you want, but he's a stylish guy. You know, he doesn't bombast. He just throws the facts out there for Obama to shit over. But, you know, and here's the thing. I don't think Obama was shit, because I don't think Obama really understood any of it. I really don't. It reminded me of that pic that I seen of Paul Ryan trying to explain the Obamacare situation. And, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen the pic, but it literally shows Obama in on the meeting with his jaw open, like it was completely going over his head. Because, you know, well, you'll see the same look from Biden here on the 11th. It should be interesting. I'm actually really looking forward to that vice presidential debate, because, oh my God, Biden is, oh my God. Well, but you know what, though? Here's the thing. Now, I want everybody to remember I said this. It reminds me of when Penn State came back in the day when Penn State was Penn State, when they came to play football in Toledo, Ohio against the UT Rockets. And we had a quarterback named Gratkowski, and he literally kicked the snot out of the Penn State, the Lions. And Joe Paterno was just in shock. Same things happened when they played Ohio State before. And I guess my point is that any given Sunday, fellas, any given Sunday. And I think that if Paul Ryan isn't careful, he could end up just like the big dogs that get their asses handed to them by the MAC schools. Anyway, didn't mean to turn that into a sports analogy. However, okay, we're over 10 minutes now. There's no sense in me continuing to ramble on. I will just say once again that this debate is squarely in Mitt's corner. A very good first debate if you like to see somebody beat up on Barack Obama. I think there was a little bit of everything there for you. So let me know in the comment section what you think. If you're a liberal and you really think that Obama truly won, please, God, tell me how you came to that conclusion. I don't know if you're channeling, Rachel Maddow, or I'm not really sure how that works for you. But anyway, listen, congratulations, Mitt Romney, on your first debate win. And I'm looking forward to you trouncing Barack Obama in the next 2 presidential debates. Everybody take care. See ya!